Welcome to Business Weekly. This is one of our series, one of our parts of a 5-part series about managing change. This week I am sitting with Julie Cox and Sue Smith from Health South, and they are currently going through a change process in their organization, and we wanted to talk about that as we move forward. There's 5 parts to the change process. We're going to be focusing on the vision of your organization this week. So Julie is the CEO of the organization. Could you kind of talk about your vision for your organization?
Yes, Health South's vision is really becoming one of the leading regional healthcare facilities here. We are committed to transforming the lives of not only our patients, but also our employees as well.
Excellent. And with the vision statement, we want to be clear and concise. It's also kind of the vision of where you want to be. We always say it's when an organization grows up, what do you want to be? That's your vision statement. So you want to have that dreamer kind of view of it. It also needs to be communicated. So I'd like to talk to Sue, in your position in the nursing profession. How do you feel that that vision statement's been communicated to you so far?
My responsibility, I'm Sue Smith, RN, orthopedic department, 5th floor. Everybody? Our vision statement is maybe somewhat different because we don't work in those abstract terms. Our vision statement is just do it. We have patients to take care of. We have employees to take care of. We have overtime, underpaid, working too hard. We have more education. And most of the solution to our problems is more meetings, which is we already got enough meetings.
Yeah, we understand. In the nursing profession, you can generally understaff, so that's a hard thing. So Julie, hearing this from the staff side, is there any way that we could be more clear? And when we talk about clarity and communication, how can we be more clear with that vision statement and be a little more concise with it?
It's just providing excellence for patients and our employees with an unmatched commitment.
Right. So Sue, hearing that, I didn't hear that come out of your mouth earlier, so how could we communicate that to your team, that that's what the vision is of the organization?
Well, I think mostly you have to help every individual, and every individual is like a chain in a thing, so only till we help every nurse can we help the entire thing. So nurses have to know that they have a check, that they have a job, that they have time off. They can't have a vision statement. I mean, our things are very small but very focused. We don't think in abstract terms like this is my vision statement. So I think sometimes we have to change the language of how we communicate between each other.
I understand that.
Well, and I'd also say it's great that you're in touch with your staff team and you know that, because it sounds like we have to meet them where they're at. We can't ask them to look through a handbook or look through a web page to find that information. We're going to need to top-down provide that and meet them in their workplace. So, Julie, hearing that, are there any media avenues that you have available to you that we think we could communicate this better?
We do, and and I would like to emphasize, I want us to all work on the same team. I understand where you're coming from, Ms. Smith, because working on the floor is much different than working in our office every day. You're seeing the real life action. I do believe that we all need to work under one kind of set of rules of just like this is where we're going as far as going forward with Health South. We've done a terrible job at broadcasting our message, broadcasting our vision. I'm hoping to be able to place it in the hospitals, that you're able to recognize it maybe 3 times a day, that there just gives you a goal to shoot for all of us.
Well,
really.
I think nurses' vision statement, as well as the patient's vision statement, is keep them alive,
Well, yes, we do want to do that for us and for our stockholders, of course. Yeah. But I hear what you're saying as far as the vision, and we need to do a better job of getting that out to our employees.
Well, it's a great example of when you're working through the change model, without vision, there's confusion.
Gotcha.
And it sounds like we definitely have confusion between what's happening on the floor and what's happening in the organizational leadership. So this is a great first step. I want to thank you both very much for coming on the first show and invite you back. We'll be back for 4 more sessions so we can go through the entire change model. But thank you very much for joining us for Business Weekly. I'm your host, Brian Soper, and have a great week.
Hello, and welcome back to She's Got This. Today we have my good friend Mia and she has an issue in her house that she would like some help with. And I think it'd be best if you can just give me a little information on that, and so I can see if I can guide you along there.
I'm sure you can, Chris. I'm so glad to be here. I have a dishwasher like most people, and one day my dishwasher just stopped working mid-cycle, and it would not come back on. So I was like, I called, didn't want to pay $250 for a plumber to come out just to look at it if it's something simple. So please help me.
Nobody wants to, well, nobody wants to, have to hand wash everything or pay $250.
Right.
So I'm not really sure which one's worse.
Sure.
But we'll start at the beginning. We just need to move from that point, which the first question I'd say, notice anything out of the ordinary?
No, there hadn't been, any kind of power outage or blackout or anything. I didn't hear it. Didn't make any noise. I didn't even know it had stopped. And I didn't smell anything. And, there's no gas in the house, so it's all electric.
Okay. Gotcha. So it was did it complete the cycle? Or
No,
was it
stopped mid-cycle.
it was in mid-cycle.
Yes.
So that being somewhat unusual, typically you're going to failure, you get a failure point is at the beginning.
Okay.
It's just not going to come on. So I would assume there's an electrical issue here somewhere.
Okay.
So we'll start at the beginning in the kitchen and
All
work our
right.
way all the way down the line.
Okay.
So what we'll do is we'll address what you'll find in bathrooms, kitchens, outdoors, anywhere there's moisture, and you are going to be exposed to electrical, extension cords or anything like that. Are these familiar?
Yes, they are. The one that's on my right, your left, is what I have in my home.
Okay.
Yep.
Tell you what, let's take a look at a video.
Okay.
I think that would be helpful for everyone.
Okay.
So this is pretty common in everyone's house. This is a newer model. It has an LED. It's self-testing. It's very high tech, but it ultimately does the same exact thing as all the others.
Okay.
It's going to prevent you from being electrocuted. Should something you be standing in water or anything that's ungrounded as an appliance that could electrocute you, it will immediately cut it off.
Wow.
And so that's what they're there for. They do fail. They do wear out.
Okay.
I'd say wear out. It's not as if they're a wear item, but that it's important that you address these issues, and having a voltage tester is an important thing as a homeowner. Having the
Sure.
proper tools. I know we're moving towards the breaker box,
Oh, man.
and so I know that you have some hesitation there.
Yes, I do.
But so all we need to do, and we're talking about saving $250.
Right.
So, for me, I'm thinking a small investment, tools that will prevent you from being shocked or electrocuted,
That's what
insulated
I need to hear.
tools,
Okay.
or something along those lines, something like that.
Yeah, I've seen that. Don't know what to do with it.
Take us to the breaker box.
Okay. I went out there to the breaker box. I've seen other people do this. I opened the panel door and I saw the labels for, stove and refrigerator, and there it was, just like that.
like
There was a
this.
label that had dishwasher,
Gotcha. Okay.
and it was not
Didn't have it-
lined up in
Gotcha.
position with the rest of
It
them on
was.
there.
It popped. Okay.
Okay.
Let's take a quick look at one to get an idea of what you should look for.
Okay.
So, which one would you say?
It was more, I think, like the one in the middle, because when I pushed it over, I didn't have much to go.
Well, it sounds like to me that you worked through your own and you solved it on your own. So
Very hesitantly.
there's no reason to be afraid of it, obviously. You handled it, you took care of it, but invest in the right, equipment, and then don't be afraid of it. And you can handle anything.
Well, I tell you, I do feel so much better now. I got this.
I know.
I will get
Yes,
those, because that's not a normal screwdriver. I will get that, and I will handle it.
all I can say is she's got this.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mia.
It's a gorgeous day in the apartment complex. Life as an adult is just as complex. Let's learn to have fun and learn to be better. Nancy Noodle looks great in a sweater.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Hello Neighbor. I'm your host, Nancy Noodle, and we're here back again in my apartment for our third episode. Thanks for coming. Today's episode is all about, being an efficient adult, making some dinner after work. Just got home pretty tired. Are you all usually pretty tired after work? Oh, man. Being an adult is so much fun. Oh, who could that be?
Nancy!
Come in. Oh, hello, neighbor.
Neighbor, I'm your landlord. Where's the money?
What do you mean, where's the money?
What do you mean? The money you owe, the rent.
Yes, I did pay via Venmo on the 1st.
Via Venmo?
You didn't receive it?
I mean, maybe I forgot. No! You're 30 days late on your rent.
Oh, well, I'm really sorry about that.
Oh, it's
I'm just gonna.
fix it. Sorry.
Okay,
Sorry, it's gonna fix it.
I can just go talk to my roommates and get back to you. When's the latest we could get the money to you and still keep our apartment?
We roommates?
Yeah.
Newsflash, you don't have any roommates. Well, you know what? You got 48 hours and you're out. You and your imaginary roommates, your sack lunches, whatever you want to call them. Call me when you got the money.
Thanks. Have a good evening.
Give me my money!
Tootsie! Nudie! Where are you? Oh, there you are.
Oh, hi!
Hey, good afternoon. How's it going?
Oh, pretty great. Good.
Did you happen to notice that we just had a visitor?
Oh, yeah.
It was our landlord. You know, the guy that we have to pay to keep living here. Apparently, we're 30 days behind rent, and I definitely remember us talking about paying the rent. You know, it happens every month, and I paid my portion via Venmo, but did you guys ever pay your portion?
Oh, yeah. Nudie, I thought you paid it.
I thought you paid it.
I thought you paid it.
No, you.
No, you.
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 Okay. I
You
guess.
have the money.
Oh, that's great news. Where is it?
It's in the mattress.
Oh, that's even better news. It's right here in the apartment. Could you guys go get that for me?
Yeah, Nudie, go get it.
Okay.
Thanks, Nudie.
So, here's the deal, Nancy. It's my fault.
Oh, what do you mean, Tootsie?
I'm sorry. I forgot. I was watching Netflix.
Oh. Well, that's okay, I guess. What show were you watching on Netflix?
Ooh, 24 with Kiefer Sutherland?
Oh, wow, that's a classic. Great choice, Tootsie. You know, I appreciate your apology. It's kind of like maybe this episode isn't about making pasta for dinner. Maybe it's about personal responsibility.
Yeah.
It's pretty responsible for you to, take accountability for your actions and get that money to me, right?
Yeah. And I just want to apologize and let you know
Oh.
I won't do it next month.
Oh, thanks, Tootsie. That means a lot. Anyway, so, where's Nudie?
Nudie! The money!
Oh my gosh, the money! Yay! Oh, whoa. Can you guys, do that in your own room? Oh, thank you so much! Yay! I don't even mind that you guys, kissed over it or anything. Okay. Anyway, well, now that we've got this money, basically all the problems are solved for the day.
Yeah!
I'll get this to the landlord. Let's get started on that pasta.
Yay!
Yeah. But I do have one more question. Where's the goldfish? It was here when I left this morning.
Nudie?
Well, I kind of sold the goldfish to get the money for the rent.
I see. I guess that's okay. I'm glad we have the money. you guys ready to start dinner?
Yeah, let's make pasta!
Yay, pasta party! All right, well, that's all for Hello Neighbor. Join us again tomorrow, same time, same place.
Yay!
Bye!